Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Pop-Pop.
I'm Tracy.
I'm the Veggie Funkle.
I'm Aunt Becky.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Aunt Allison.
I'm Matt.
I'm Mimi.
Hi, I'm Uncle Dwayne.
I'm Callie.
I'm Lauren. We're the twins.
And we're some of the Veggie Boys.
And girl.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of stuff on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. Hey everybody, we just got finished off with morning chores. It has been a sloppy one today with all the snow and ice melting plus the rain we'd received from last night into this morning. Things are very wet. One big thing I wanted to show you guys right away this morning, if you look right over here in front of the greenhouse, you will remember that we replaced some of that plastic at the top. It looks really good. Well, we did it with this section as well. Putting that clear plastic up there really helps to allow the light through. You can also see that we put in some foam insulation, kind of keep the warmth in, keep the cold out. That's gonna work pretty good. Now yesterday we had something pretty big happen here on the farm. And yeah, I'm excited about it and I'm gonna show it to you.
Good. Another rack around the truck.
Yeah, we're fine because we're not pulling. What do you think of putting Vinkavine in a hanging basket?
Like, as an accent?
Yeah.
To the driver this morning. He said they should have.
What an exciting day on the farm. We have received our first shipment of plants. Now these are plants that we are gonna be transplanting later on, but as you can see, we've got a nice selection here. This is just a small batch compared to what we're gonna be receiving tomorrow. So today we received an order from just one company, but tomorrow we're gonna be receiving an order from 3 companies. So it'll help you appreciate that we're definitely gonna have a lot more here to work with. I really wanted to grab the camera and make sure that I shared with you how exciting it is when we do receive our first plant shipment. We were all there to unload together, so it went very, very quickly, and we're all happy to see that the plants are now in the greenhouse. Can you believe it? Our first shipment of plants has shown up. I know we were all very, very excited about it. We knew that it was coming either today or yesterday, but the first shipment got here. Now we are going to be receiving shipments throughout the day. I don't know if any are coming tomorrow now, but this is what we've got right now. It looks absolutely gorgeous. We also received some plants through the mail. That's always interesting. When plants come in the mail, it just amazes me. I like that you can ship plants in the mail. Now there's always a little bit of a risk when you do get plants in, so we are monitoring them for now. We're not gonna touch them too much. We're gonna make sure that none of the plants end up dying and that none of the plants have either a disease or another problem with them. So for now, they're gonna be hanging out on these tables, and we will have more plants added to this selection today. They're coming on trucks right now. We had just one heater running in here, but now that we've got plants in here, it's very important that we make sure that the temperature is constant throughout. So now we've got all 3 of the heaters running, and it feels pretty good in here. Not too hot, not too cold. For now, we are not gonna be working inside the large greenhouse though. We're gonna be heading up to the Germination greenhouse. If one of our shipment of plants does show up, we will have to leave and come down here and get everything unloaded. But for now, that Germination greenhouse is calling our names. Ah, it feels good in here. I'm glad we're not gonna be working outside in the cold rain today. We're gonna be inside this greenhouse where it feels pretty good. Matt, what's the temperature in here?
80.
Ooh. You will see that we've got a full crew for working in the greenhouse this morning. Over here, we've got Daniel. He has been filling trays. Matthew was here a little bit earlier. He got these trays all separated so that we could fill them. And now he's pulling off all the trays that we have good germination rates off. We want to get them off the heated table and onto this middle table. And then up here, Pop, he has been printing out tags. He's also been looking through our book. He looked through the past few years of our book to kind of make out what needs to be seeded today. This box did not just arrive. We've had this box. However, the stuff inside here, it needs to be seeded with the schedule. Today is the day that a lot of this stuff is gonna be seeded. So Dad is making sure we get all our labels printed out. He's also making sure that all the seeds are in order so that we can move through it rather quickly. You can see right now he's looking at 2024 and he was looking at 2023. I think we've got a good idea of what needs to be seeded today, and we're gonna get started on seeding a lot of this stuff. Yeah. The first thing that is gonna be seeded today is some vinca, and I'm gonna get started on that. These look like sprinkles. And just like that, we've got our first variety done for the day. 500 seeds, like that. Yeah, that's why I left that. Now we do our very best to get as many seeds in there as possible, but everything that we can't get in, because it is kind of difficult getting every single one filled, we just sprinkle on top after, try and make sure that it's spread out nice, because when the girls do their seeding, it is a little hectic to have like 40 seeds in one cell, so we don't want to do that to the girls. Before I can actually seed the trays, I go up to Dad to see what he has in line next for me. Right now, I am peeling off the back of the tag. This is Vinca Light Pink. So the first things first, I gotta put this tag on our tray so we don't get confused. And then I bring our tray over to the air seeder. Now I am sliding the tray under so I don't forget about it later on. Nobody wants to dump seeds into a non-existent tray. I wouldn't say that this is necessarily hard work, but you do want to make sure that you are paying attention. This is very important because this is gonna affect us later down the road. When we do transplant these into pots or hanging baskets, whatever the case, whatever we're working on, we wanna make sure that our plants are healthy and we wanna make sure that they have the best start possible. So probably the most important part of seeding trays is the flip, so we want to be very careful. We grab the back of our machine and we turn it over. And then before we turn off the vacuum, we make sure our tray is perfectly lined. And then that's it. The seeds drop in. We have an agitator on this thing, or a vibrator. It helps to move seeds about. You can press that a little bit to make sure that the seeds fall down. And then that's it. We've got nothing on our tray. And turn our vacuum back on. So now you kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be doing. It's just constantly moving trays underneath this seeder, dumping new seed on, making sure that I don't make any mistakes, and then I repeat that process. This is one of my favorite times of the year, and I do enjoy this job. It does get a little repetitive after you've done it for a few thousand trays, but I still enjoy it. It's always exciting when the seed is different too. This seed's a little bit different. Now once I get finished putting the seeds into the trays, I really no longer have to worry about it. What I do is I bring it over here to Daniel. Daniel is gonna lightly cover the seeds with a little bit of this fine soil. The type of soil we are using is specifically designed for germinating, so we're making sure that every single tray has plenty in it, but also not too much soil. And then once everything is seeded and it's covered with that soil, we're gonna be bringing it over to our hot tables. We're gonna be laying it along here, and once we're finished, we're gonna hit it with a quick drench of water. It's not too difficult to get this job done. However, it is very important that you take care with each step, because if you don't, well, then you're gonna limit your germination rates, and in the end, you end up losing money, you end up losing good plants, and nobody wants that. We just got finished seeding some coleus. Those seeds were like so tiny I could barely see them. Now I've got some petunias here, and it's nice because these are yellow. A lot easier to see. To keep things fresh, Daniel and I have switched jobs for now. He's working on seeding, and I'm gonna be covering the trays with soil. How's everything been going with tagging? Any issues?
No, I'm getting it figured out.
How's the spelling this year? Is our spelling on point?
Matthew's not doing it, so
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be great. So everyone, we're gonna be taking a little break from transplanting. We're gonna change it up. We're gonna run down and get our next shipment of plants unloaded. Very exciting.
Crazily, like, just run them
I know,
in.
it's not snowing.
I know, like, where's the snow? Where's, like, the rush to get them to the greenhouse?
Usually when we do this job, it's like snowing or bitterly cold. It's like 50 degrees out today. This is nice, it's not a crazy rush.
On up the garage door, we can do them right in.
Beep, beep, coming through. Oh.
That side.
Yep. This is just so exciting. We got a good amount of people here. We're getting it unloaded so quickly. I'm just so happy I don't have to do this in the snow. Much less to worry about. You can tell it's a big day when the Veggie Funkle is here. That's how you know it's a big day. Now that everything is unloaded, we have to go through and make sure that it's all here. This is the fun part. Well, not really. Getting it unloaded and into the greenhouse, that's the fun part. Counting everything, not so much fun.
Yes.
Cooking time.
Yes.
One.
You can see Tracy and Aunt Rhonda are still here. They're going over every single thing. Rhonda's got the paper. She calls out a certain plant or a certain number, and then Tracy is helping her find everything. It isn't too difficult because we usually take everything off the carts at the same time, but there have been times where we've had everything scattered. It makes it a little bit longer, but we just want to make sure we have everything that we had ordered, because if we're missing out on something, well, we got to find it. That last plant delivery sure made me feel good. Helped me to appreciate that spring, it's definitely coming. I mean, all the green that we have in the Germination greenhouse and now the green that we have down there, it does make you feel good. Now for us, it means that we've got more and more work on the way, but we're prepared for it. We had a whole winter off. We're ready to get back to work, aren't we, Dad?
Yes, we are.
Oh yeah. One last thing I want to show you before I head down for lunch, because I just got the call that it is time to eat, and you know me, I don't like to be late. Dad got everything that we had seeded this morning watered. If you were curious how many seeds we actually did get seeded this morning, it's over 5,500. So that's quite a bit. We don't have any vegetables to seed today, so those were all flowers. As we move on later into the year, we definitely will be putting down the vegetable seed, but today it's a flower day.
Flower day.
Flower day,
We
woohoo!
still got 7,000 marigolds to plant yet.
Oh boy. For lunch today, it looks like we are having hoagies. Graham's got a great spread prepared for us, and I'm ready to eat. We just got our latest delivery of plants in, and it was a massive one. As you can see, as opposed to this morning, this greenhouse is looking ever more green. Yeah, because that's what we want, a greenhouse. When it really gets down to it, all this stuff is going to be transplanted over the next coming weeks. It's hard to imagine that we're going to go through this much, but it's going to happen, and believe me, we're excited about it. This order that just came from Lucas is one of the largest ones that we get, and there's so much variety here. And just like before, we're gonna have to go through and make sure that everything is here. Now it is a little more exciting this time. We've got some help over here. We have Mr. Ronnie and we have Miss Lily enjoying the sunshine, and they definitely want to play in the greenhouse, and we're gonna do a lot of playing in here. Right? Right?
Lemon verbena. Lemon verbena.
You kicked your shoe off again.
How do you feel about all the green in the greenhouse? How do you feel about all the green in the greenhouse? How do you feel about all the green, huh? We had not been feeling the best for a little bit. You know, the twins were sick, Mommy and Daddy, we had a cold ourselves, but now everybody's feeling better. The twins are down here. Callie is up in the farm market because she wanted to be with Grammy, but you can see they are enjoying the fresh views, and they might have eaten a little bit of dirt, but that's okay. It's good for the immune system, right? It's just a little bit of dirt. Alrighty, everyone, we have reached a pivotal time of the day. It is dinner time, but over here we've got some babies. They've been enjoying a little snack. They're getting ready to eat. And over here we have our little artist. How have your drawings been today?
It's a little busy, but it's okay.
A little busy, but it's okay. You've been learning how to draw your alphabet, haven't you? Should say write your alphabet. She's been doing a great job with that. Now that we're getting ready to sit down and eat, though, that does mean this is where we're gonna end the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.